If you walk through Delhi, you are surrounded by ghosts in stone. The city's skyline is dominated by monuments built centuries ago, each one a testament to specific empires and ancient deities. But on the western bank of the Yamuna River, there is a notable exception. Completed in 1986, the Lotus Temple attracts thousands of visitors daily, standing out sharply from the pre-colonial ruins of the old city. Traditional religious architecture has built-in limitations. Cathedrals, mosques, and mandirs are typically designed with specific iconography, statues, scripts, and symbols intended to serve one specific congregation, while effectively excluding others. This creates a direct challenge for the Baha'i faith, which teaches the essential worth of all religions. The goal was to build a space that intentionally invites and visually represents every faith on earth, without favoring any of them. Iranian architect Fariborz Sabah approached the design by first rejecting all standard religious symbols. There are no altars, no idols, and no specific religious texts carved into the walls. He turned instead to a two-part solution. He chose a universally recognized biological symbol, the lotus, and mapped it onto an uncompromising mathematical rule, the number 9. To achieve true inclusivity, Sabah bypassed sectarian tradition. He merged ancient biological motifs with rigid, modern geometry to create a structure that feels familiar to many, yet belongs exclusively to none. Before drafting blueprints, Sabah studied the various temples of South Asia. He was looking for a shared visual language that communicated purity and divinity across the region's diverse history. This search led him to the rock-cut architecture of the Ajanta and Ellora caves. There, the lotus motif was deeply embedded in the stone, often used to depict the thrones of various incarnations. He also noted the deep reverence for the lotus in Buddhist architecture, specifically in depictions of Avalokiteshvara. The flower was an aesthetic bridge, carrying weight across centuries of Indian history. Then came the math. In the Baha'i faith, which originated in 19th century Iran, the number 9 carries significant theological weight. Because 9 is the last single-digit number, followers view it as a symbol of completeness. Sabah took this philosophical concept and turned it into a non-negotiable engineering mandate. Let's look at how that math actually built the temple. The massive exterior is composed of exactly 27 individual marble petals. These petals are clad in pentelicon marble from Greece, the same stone used in the ancient monuments of the Parthenon. Following the rule of 9, Sabah grouped the 27 independent petals into clusters of 3. This clustering defines the building's footprint, forming 9 symmetrical sides. The outermost shells, the entrance leaves, open outward to create 9 entrances to the hall. These 9 paths lead into a massive central prayer hall, a cavernous space designed to hold about 2,500 people at once. If you look straight up at the apex, you see the culminating geometry, the Baha'i ringstone symbol, and a 9-pointed star. The math dictates the visitor's experience. People arrive from 9 separate, isolated entry points along the perimeter, and the architecture physically funnels them to converge into one unified central space. The Delhi location serves as the mother temple for South Asia, but it is one of only 10 Baha'i houses of worship globally. Look at the temple in Wilmette, Illinois. The exterior aesthetic has almost nothing in common with the lotus design in India. However, the internal mathematical rules remain the same. The religion doesn't enforce a specific cultural style. Instead, the number 9 acts as a unifying architectural language, allowing each temple to reflect its local culture while adhering to a shared structural logic. Because the interior of the prayer hall is a neutral space, devoid of traditional altars or sectarian text, it creates a functional vacuum. This neutrality is effective in practice. While the 2011 census recorded only 4,500 Baha'i followers in India, estimates suggest the community surpassed 2 million just 4 years later. The temple welcomes millions of visitors regardless of their faith, providing a space where practitioners of different religions coexist daily. Ultimately, the Lotus Temple demonstrates how structural choices can facilitate social goals. By replacing specific religious dogma with universal geometry, the building provides a physical environment where the concept of unity becomes a daily, practical experience.